Another edition of the Outlaw Blitz podcast. Big fella, let's get some num num. Let's get dangerous.
Let's splinter some chairs.
It was a naturally curious moment that I don't necessarily blame her for being worried about.
That was funny though. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
so to cue our listeners in a little bit, in a sheer panic mode during an interview, we get a text message that says, "Hey, I saw a fellow wheeling a chair down to your studio. The limit on that chair is well below whatever that fella is."
Now, listen, the camera has 10 pounds, Tyler. I'm just barely over that 250 mark.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So needless to say, we know where our security cams are good.
That's right. They're
healthy,
watching.
and the chair is still
In one piece.
Yes. Soundly, and we'll bring it back after. How was your week?
Long.
Yeah.
Long. Overall, though, not bad. Put the AC in.
Yeah.
For good, because
it's in.
It got fucking a little toasty at night.
Yeah, sure did. It got like balmy.
Yeah. And that's once that happens, big guy don't sleep well. But big guy sleeps well in his new bed.
Good. It's comfortable.
Comfortable as shit, yeah.
Nice.
And there's nice when I bought the extra higher platform, so I've got perfect room to stack some of my sneaker collection under the bed now.
Nice.
So it's out of my car.
How high is it?
18 inches. Oh, it's 18 inches to the bottom of the base. So the bed's probably, I don't know, maybe 20. Not quite 2 feet.
Pull your mic a little closer.
Like there.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
That's better. Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it's a pretty good week. Tired. It's late.
We finally got to see the sun this week, which was good.
We did. It felt, and you can tell it's like spring is here. Everything is green. Everything's nice.
Yeah.
Pollen is
beautiful night tonight, man. Yeah. No humidity and like 77.
Yep.
It's the night I should have been out cruising in the Camaro instead.
Hey, duty calls, man. We got a nice interview done, and we're here recording, so we got the rest of the weekend free to celebrate for Mama's Day.
Yeah, you do, but I got to go to work.
Yeah,
this is bullshit.
That is that bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, a funny quick story. So I go to Sawyer ice cream with Boston the other night, and we get ice cream. He's like, "Okay, Dad, let's get back in the car." And I'm like, "I can't." So with the car, there's a thing that's supposed to mount to the seat, so the seat belt sits through that,
right,
and then comes at the right angle,
right.
And it sits in there.
Yeah.
But what happened was when they were redoing the car, and the interior's not done. You know this,
right.
When they were taking it apart, the thing snapped. The plastic got brittle and it snapped. And it's not like it's a big expensive part, but I don't have it, so the seatbelt is like here on me. So I got to kind of hold it and drive.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, I am not driving with an ice cream cone trying to lick the ice cream cone and hold the seatbelt at the same time.
Yeah.
So we're kind of standing by the tables eating, and he goes, "Dad, I didn't get this car to not look cool. Let's go sit on the car and eat our ice cream." So there he was sitting on the hood just eating ice cream.
Nice.
And I'm like, "Yeah, you sit on it now while the paint's all not done. So when that paint's done, you're going to be like, don't put your ass on that car."
That's right.
But yeah, he's thoroughly enjoying it. He's made a couple, requests. Can you pick me up from school in the car? Can you drop me off in the car? Can you pick me up from baseball game in the car?
Nice.
And I have no problem. Like, it runs well. And I got to take you for a rip in it still. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's definitely not fun to get in and out of.
It's low.
Oh, boy, is it low. But ultimately, good week, good bunch of stuff going on with him. And, his regular season. So tomorrow, this will already be done by then. But tomorrow, Monday, he's got a school game.
Yeah.
And immediately after the school game, he's got a Babe Ruth game.
Oh, shit.
And then he's got a Babe Ruth game Wednesday. But tomorrow is Happy Mother's Day to all of our mom fans out there, family and friends. And, I took my mom out to dinner tonight with my sisters to celebrate.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, with my work schedule, I could be stuck on Mother's Day and not being able to go.
Right. So you got out of the way, and that's good. Good dinner?
Yep. Good dinner. Yep. We went to Christina's. I got the sliced garlic steak. Good meal as always.
Nice.
You got any plans for Mother's Day?
Going to my mother-in-law's for dinner, I believe.
You believe?
And that's about it. I'll call both moms, talk to them in the morning probably or early afternoon, and that'll be it. Just chill.
Sweet.
Yep.
What made you pick this week's top 5?
Oh, because all the flack we've been getting for fucking Theo Vaughn.
Yeah. People think like we don't like him. We like him.
We love him. He's hysterical.
Right.
In that setting.
In that setting, right.
Well, two-finger Louie.
Yeah, no shit. All right, let's work into our top 5.
All right.
This week's top 5, your top 5 favorite stand-up comedians or specials. Because I didn't know if you just had a favorite special or not.
I did comedians. I have a few honorable mentions on it.
I do too, but why don't we do it at the end in case it's on one of our lists?
Okay.
Go with number 5.
Number 5. This is the one I was thinking you may not like, but I absolutely love the guy, Stephen Wright.
Very slow, right?
Yes. Very deadpan.
I made my license plate say, I forgot. So when the cops pulls me over, he says, I forgot. You know, the like.
Yeah, he did a skit. He says, one time I misplaced my TV remote with my garage door opener, and I hit the button, and my TV opened, and there was little rakes and lawnmowers inside. Just shit like that. But he was always deadpan.
Yeah.
Very dry, but funny as hell.
Yeah, very funny. My number 5, Tom Segura.
Tom's great, man.
Tom is funny, and I'm only new to Tom, but he immediately made my top 5 over some legends because of his staying power.
Yeah.
Like, he has multiple specials, and those specials are all funny in a different way.
What I enjoy about him is he's funny when he's like the ringleader and everybody else is telling stories because his reactions to shit are hysterical.
That's in that environment, but on stage, he's a phenomenal storyteller. That's my number 5, Tom Segura.
All right, my number 4, Chris Rock. Love Chris Rock.
Yeah, Chris Rock is funny.
The latest special that came out where he absolutely torched Will Smith was good, but his early stuff was phenomenal.
Yeah, like everybody hates Chris type shit.
And you don't even realize how long he's been around. I mean, he's got 20 plus years of doing stand up.
Right, since he was Pookie in New Jack City.
Yeah, I watched some early stuff tonight when he still had like Jerry curls and he looked like he weighed about 111 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get it. There's some of that on my honorable mention, but yeah. My number 4, Bill Burr. Bill Burr is certain people reference Bill Burr as my alter ego. That when I get going on my rants, that's Bill Burr. You know, he's kind of Irish, kind of aggressive, he kind of gets loud when he talks at you. You know, but fucking hilarious, dude. I'll have to send you the thing when he goes to date a chick in Harlem.
Oh God.
And he goes and they start counting like the streets and you're missing the sunset and he goes and then there's a bodega. What's a bodega? I don't even know what that is. You'll love it. I'll send it to you.
My number 3, Eddie Murphy.
He's on my honorable mention list for a reason.
And there were the two specials that he did,
and that's why.
And Raw.
He's probably one of the biggest legends, but we briefly discussed this. We didn't discuss who, when, where, why.
Right.
But that's the reason he was left off my list, is because he did 2 specials and went to movies, and then that was it.
Right.
But if he would have stayed doing like comedy intermittently,
right,
he's probably the best all time.
Him on Saturday Night Live and then going into those stand-ups.
Yeah.
He was the hottest act in Hollywood at the time.
Yeah.
He was absolutely on fire. But Delirious and Raw have stood the test of time, are still hysterical.
Yep.
Lemonade. Freaking drink.
Yep.
So only he can make fun of Elvis, and I'll still laugh at it. So.
Yep. My number 3, Louis C.K.
I knew he would be on your list. I just didn't know where.
Yeah. Very, very funny dude. They tried to cancel him. He kind of came back from that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, genius writer, the way his mind works.
Right.
He's just a funny fucking dude, man.
He is.
I don't know if you've ever watched his specials or whatever, but
no.
And a cool dude. I've met him not in the comedy thing, and he's just a cool dude.
That's cool. My number 2, I don't know if you know him. You probably do. Mitch Hedberg.
I do not know.
Really? Sad. Sad that he died so young. Heroin and cocaine overdose. But if you get time later, I'll send you a couple specials. He was the guy who said he did. The start of the whole routine was in an escalator. If an escalator breaks, it still stairs, and like that was his offbeat delivery, his cadence, very dry, a lot of matter of factness to his routine. Which
You're a
made
very dry comedian type person. You like dry comedy.
I do, and that's gonna. Well, my number one's not really dry, but he can go that way too.
Yeah. My number 2, Larry the Cable Guy.
Larry's funny, man.
So this was a tough choice for me because was it Larry or was it Jeff? And one of them's going to get left off the top 5 list, and one of them's going to make it. I was a huge Jeff Foxworthy fan for a long period of time, but then Larry, I just thought when I made my 5 list here, how much I laughed and how hard, and was it more than once or twice? Because not everybody, but really good comedians can have one really good special.
Right. Ron White, they call me Tater Salad, was his one really good special.
Right. And then the other one sucked. I saw him in person, and he was horrible.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when you have multiples, and you're laughing, and you're laughing, and you're laughing, and the blue collar comedy tour rides again, and Larry's like really knocking it out of the park.
Yep.
That's Larry the Cable Guy, and I saw him before he had that shtick. When he was just like a dude from Florida with
regular name,
blonde tipped hair and all that. Yeah, he was hilarious.
Yep. My number one, Mr. George Carlin.
Yeah, see, his comedy never appealed to me.
Really?
Yeah.
And I'm not one that likes politics, but the way he attacked everybody.
He did.
He's got an actual federal court case against him with that whole 7 words you can't use.
Yeah.
He was revolutionary, and he spanned 3 decades.
He was. And you said something earlier about cadence. Cadence, to me, matters.
It does.
Especially in this form of art. His thing was always like, hey, man, like hippie, you can't be doing, I just didn't like his cadence. His cadence didn't resonate with me.
Yeah.
And even his message, like, he was older than we were,
right.
Our time frame.
Right.
So we didn't give a shit about politics when we were kids.
No. And that's
now it makes it funny now.
I appreciate it more. Definitely appreciate it more now than he did back then. When he like one of his lines, don't take offense to female listeners, but he said something to the effect of, I'm going to storm right into the front door now headquarters and say, which one of you cupcakes is going to make me dinner tonight, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
He just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And was blatant about it. And he played Kingston all the time.
Yeah, well, because his brother lived in the area, so he would try his new material out here at UPAC.
Basically, the UPAC show would lead to his New York specials.
Yeah, yep.
So,
and it would be en route to his city special. Yeah.
Yep.
My number one, Ralphie May.
Okay.
Did you guess that one?
I did not.
Who did you think my number one was?
Don Rickles.
Now, he's on my honorable mention because he's ahead of our time.
He is.
But, Ralphie May, I've seen him 5 times.
You watched the Jet playoff game.
I did. Kind of actually hung out with Ralphie May, you know what I mean? That's where he told Dre, Fat Snooky's going to get what? Fat Snooky's going to get a drilling tonight or some shit like that. he told her something. He told her some shit like that. But hilarious dude. Yeah. My all-time favorite skit, and I don't know if you've ever seen it, is when he goes to the black movie theater and they're going scuba diving. He goes, I ain't doing no scuba diving, no ocean. You got to watch. I'll have to send it to you. If you look it up, look up scuba diving with Ralphie May. It's probably one of the funniest fucking 5 minutes of comedy you'll ever see.
I like the
moray eel.
No, the change in the in the phone machine to the cigarette machine. That shit had me dying.
Yep.
Funny fucking guy.
Funny guy. He obviously he was massively obese and died a lot younger than he should have been, but they said he was just very generous and very fucked up too. But he's an awesome dude and a great person. Like every time I met him, he kind of, even if he put it on and made you feel like he remembered you,
right?
You never felt like you weren't part of what he had going on.
That's cool.
So go ahead with your list of honorable mentions.
Dice, Andrew Dice
Yep.
Clay.
One special. That's why he didn't make my list.
Right, but iconic for that one special.
Yeah.
Jimmy Carr, we've talked about before.
Yeah.
I love Jimmy Carr. I love that dry humor. Jeff Ross, who not so much.
He's great as roast.
And that's what it was. Not so much. That's why I couldn't put him on the list. He's not a stand-up guy, but he is the king of the roasts.
Yeah.
Gallagher for prop comedy. He's I think the all-time best at it. And Richard Pryor. Can't leave the goat. One of the.
I would argue with you that he's the best prop comic ever. I would think Carrot Top.
Yeah.
Carrot Top was awesome.
Man,
no, Gallagher was funny in his own right. The Sludge-O-Matic just became a thing.
That was a thing, yeah.
And that's the thing that kind of always, I don't know, not bothered me, but maybe wonder, like, really? That's what we're doing here?
The funny thing is, years later, if you remember his early specials, he had that long hair and he wore the hat. He went bald.
Yeah.
So later on in his specials, he would take the hat off and the hair was attached to the fucking hat.
Yeah, because it always had bangs hanging out of the hat, yeah.
So, but I did love Gallagher. He was fun.
Yeah, my honorable mentions, Eddie Murphy, obviously.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence. I had a lot of laughs at Martin Lawrence.
Very funny.
But again, shorter career type things in that manifold. They all went to the movies,
like Bernie Mac, what I could have said that too.
Jim Jeffries.
Okay.
He has probably one of the best 1 hour specials I've ever seen. Where he talks about they went to a zoo and they saw Gunta the elephant, and his mom was a heavy lady, and his brother, his mom was really heavy, and they saw Gunta the elephant the day before.
Okay.
And she said, "You need to give me the remote to the TV or something." And he goes, "Get your own fucking remote," or something to that effect. And the mother starts rocking. "What'd you say, you little son of a bitch?" And he goes, and my brother, in perfect timing, says, "Up, Gunta, up." It was awesome. You gotta check that one out. Jim Jeffries, Don Rickles, king of crowd work.
Right.
I sent you the thing where he upstaged fucking Sinatra.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jeff Leeson and Matt Rife.
Yeah, Matt Rife. Listen, he's one of the.
They're new, but they make me laugh multiple times. Right. Like I must have seen 50 of Leeson's skits that make me laugh.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So like that's sustainable. He's made me laugh more than once. It wasn't one special. Yeah. You know what I mean? And same thing with Matt Rife. Same kind of idea. It's not one time. I like a lot of comedians one time, but it's sustainability. Eddie Murphy only had two. And I'm not saying he's not one of the all-time best. I think he's one of the all-time best.
Yeah.
But they're not on my top 5 because he had 2 specials. These guys have like 10, and they succeed and they kill 10 times.
Do you remember was it Def Jam Comedy?
Yeah. Def Comedy Jam?
Def Comedy Jams. They were phenomenal because you had Martin Lawrence, Cedric, Bernie Mac, Wanda Sykes.
Yeah. You remember when In Living Color made fun of them where they wouldn't never sit still because they were.
But I mean, again, we talked about it before. This is one of the most subjective lists you can have.
Right, because you like dry comedy and I don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's people that like goofy comedy. Like, I know people that think Kevin James is hilarious. In stand-up, I'm like, I don't find it. He's funny on TV.
Listen, I like Amy Schumer's stand-up. A lot of people can't stand her at all.
I can leave it, take her to
Lisa Lampanelli is
can't stand her.
She's too vulgar for me.
I don't even care about that. She wouldn't be funny if she was a guy. It's only funny because she's a girl saying that shit.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not appealing.
I thought Billy Connolly.
Nikki Glaser's Billy Connolly's is on my list.
Make her list.
He is. I forgot to say it. Billy Connolly almost made the top 5.
I figured when you said
Pale Blue Scottish Person is hilarious, but the one where he opened for Whoopi Goldberg, and I don't know why HBO doesn't have it on. It's probably one of my all-time favorite 1 hour skits or whatever.
I'll tell you who was great too, and unfortunately because of what the shit that's gone on later in life with him was Bill Cosby.
Well, Cosby he only really had that one stand-up, Jeffrey.
He was a really good storyteller.
The Jeffrey one where the kid was the kid on the plane, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think himself was
and Dad is great. Album. He gave us the chocolate cake. Yeah. But he was before our time too.
Right.
Like we saw him, but he was still before our time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's a very subjective art, and we took shit.
We did.
For a guy we like.
Like for me, I like Bert Kreischer, but Bert Kreischer to me is kind of a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
He goes out with no shirt on, and the story about the Russian mob was funny, but it's almost if you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Yeah, I like Joey, but I think Joey's better. Same thing.
He's
Joey
a storyteller.
He's a storyteller. Yeah. He's great in a small environment.
Right.
Doing
now,
that.
If you ever want to go on and can find it, or if I can find it, I'll forward it to you. When Joey had one of his he had 2 or 3 different podcasts throughout time.
Yeah.
He had Dice on. The 2 of them telling stories back and forth.
Oh, I can imagine.
Oh, my good God. Because it was about their tours.
Yeah.
Holy shit. From the beginning to the end was a nonstop laugh.
Yeah.
And I think that's why
they're savages, them dudes.
Oh,
that's
animals.
Why.
Fucking animals.
Yeah.
Absolute
and
animals.
that's what makes it funny.
Yeah. I agree. Good top 5, man.
Good top 5.
I can talk comedy all the time.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right, let's move right along. All right, 5 crazy questions presented by Gmacs and sponsored by Scalable Computers. Number 1, would you rather receive 1 cent for every step you take or $10 every time a stranger bumps into you?
1 cent for every step I take.
Yeah, I mean, even if you take 7,000 steps in a day.
I'm a big fuck and nobody bumps into me, so.
Well, I don't even mean that. Like every time you bump into a stranger.
Oh.
Just somebody you didn't know. If I knew I was getting $10 for every stranger I would go to like huge concert, whatever, and just start bumping. Hey, I don't know that guy. At the end of the day, he'd just be like, oh, there's like fucking $700,000 or something,
Yep.
Go to Daytona 500, just bumping everybody. Yep.
Redneck after redneck.
But you got to think, every step you take, you're going to just get a penny every step.
Right. That should
every step, every day, all day.
Yep.
And it's probably. When you're in your normal life, you're going to know everybody that you're at work or whatever, so you're not going to bump into
strangers.
people. Right.
Yep, you're right.
So you're always going to get money the other way.
Yep.
All right, number 2. Would smell like rotten eggs every time you burp or have a huge green cloud that follows you around every time you fart?
Oh.
And not like a sustainable cloud, but...
It goes brr, and then there's a cloud.
Yeah.
And how long does that rotten egg smell last for?
Well, if you burp... Just in general, like you're fucked on a date either way.
Right.
You're either farting and you just disappear like a magic trick, or you burp and it just smells like rotten eggs.
I'll take the cloud, I guess.
I think it would be more fun with the cloud.
Funnier? Yeah, I'll take the cloud.
And what would really suck is if you burped and it was a green cloud with its rotten egg smell.
Oh God.
I think I would take the cloud also. Number 3, toilet paper, over the top or under the bottom.
Ooh boy. Over the top.
I kind of agree with you.
It's easier to get it off the roll, especially if you're cursed with a roll of cheap shit paper, because every time you got to pull it,
right?
Fucking square.
Right.
No.
So the way I heard it, and it's pretty cool, is they say beards are cool, mullets are not.
There you go.
So it's a beard going over the top and a mullet going down the back.
All right, that works.
Yeah. So we go beards are cool, mullets are not. All right, number 4. Could you beat Tom Cruise in a fight?
I doubt it. I don't know. He's super in shape.
I get it, but he's a tiny human.
I mean, yeah.
You're locked into this room. You think you can fuck up Tom Cruise?
Yeah, probably.
I think I could.
If he can't run away from me, sure.
He's like 5'3".
Yeah, I'm going to smother him and...
I mean, he's a super in shape. I mean, it's got to be like done in like a minute.
This is a big hand.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I can... One shot. I need one good one.
He'll come in and jab slap you. Pop, 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 pop. And you'd be like, all right, it's over. I guess I can't. He might hear this and just tear us in the ass.
Yep.
But I would imagine, like, you're a pretty big guy, but I imagine if you're anything over like 5'10", you got to have a really good chance of beating him.
Right. Especially if you can get him fucking cornered.
Right. In a small room or a small area, like 10 by 10, 12 by 12. Yeah.
Yeah. Fold them right up.
All right. And number 5, how would you rank the 4 major sport playoffs?
In order?
Yeah. What playoffs and what order? How do they?
For me personally, NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. The NFL playoffs, every drive matters.
Right.
And it's only one game.
Right.
So it's do or die. You don't get 7-game series.
Yeah. NHL and NBA, to me, there's too many rounds.
Yes.
MLB.
And MLB.
If you catch a team, they could be
if they get hot at the right
thing.
time.
81 and 81 team that makes it in as a wild card and their pitching staff is fucking hot.
Right.
Gonna be a problem.
Right. You get 2 starters that are good and you go in a 3-game series.
That's it.
You get through that one. Now you're in a 4-game series. You go 2, a random 1 start for somebody, 2, a random 1 start for somebody, and then you're getting your ace back for game 7.
Yep.
I would agree with that. Oh, that was pretty good. They were pretty easy.
That was. Yeah, hockey, again.
I think I would take hockey over basketball, though, just because of the speed of the game. Basketball, and this is why, just watching it last week with the Knicks and this and that, it's not the same game we loved back in the 90s.
Right.
It's one guy drives the lane, 4 guys stand outside the 3-point arc, and nobody rebounds. So that's not a game. You're playing ISO, 5-on-5 ISOs.
And it's a kick out for a 3.
Yeah.
So, and 7-footers shoot 3s on the regular now, and that bothers the fuck out of me.
Yeah. So that's why I would put NBA last.
Yep. All
right. You want to do yours or you want to do mine?
We'll go to mine.
Okay.
We'll do that.
I love that song.
And because I have an impending trip to Tennessee, this is Stately Definitions, the Tennessee edition.
Oh, the Tennessee. So let me edit then. Let me edit the Tennessee edition.
Yes, sir.
Not the Tennessee, the 10.
The 10 IC. Number 1.
Go ahead.
The Tennessee Log Jammer.
Okay.
2 to 3 men stand on a ladder with a male or a female participant laying at the bottom. The first man shits, then the second, and so on and so forth, until all the logs have been dropped on the participant at the bottom. Some logs will collide, causing a jam. Yeah, that's how we started.
Come on, bro.
Number 2, the Tennessee Top Hat, a rockin' mullet.
That one's pretty funny.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
The Tennessee Ass Plum. You're laying in a haystack, someone grabs the plum, puts it on their thumb, shoves it up your ass, twists it. Take it out, lick it, and declare they are ready for pie.
Say that again.
You're laying in a haystack.
Yeah.
Someone grabs a plum, puts it on their thumb, shoves it up your ass, and twists. They take it out, lick it, and declare they're ready for pie.
Oh, God.
That's foul.
That is foul. What's wrong with you, man?
This is what they had. The Tennessee mouthwash is any drink containing a certain amount of Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah.
That's about right. This is the one that had me fucking dying in the car.
Okay.
The Tennessee Twister. The act of fucking your cousin while in the back of your father's pickup truck while doing donuts in the parking lot of an abortion clinic. It has every redneck element in one description.
But why Tennessee? Like, Tennessee's not that redneck anymore.
I don't know. You got the Memphis Dry Rub. Is when your partner gives you a hand job without the courtesy of using a petroleum product for lube. You have Memphis Style, which is similar to the Dry Rub when one masturbates with no lubrication. Similar to the Memphis Style of cooking, which involves no barbecue sauce. It's all dry rubs.
Yep.
The Nashville Paperweight. Defecating on a coworker's desk, usually while they're on vacation. The Nashville Choker, when someone chokes you with a polo tie. Right to the neck.
Do you think it's the thin ties? You know, like them little leather ties that them dudes all wear?
That's what it is. Yeah, right to the top with that little metal clip.
Yep.
The Knoxville Knuckleball. When you fist someone with your middle knuckle elevated, it could also mean fisting someone with your class ring on. the Knoxville Knuckleball. And getting Gatlinburged. is to be given a hand job via truth or dare by someone of the same sex. And because I'm a good sport, the Elvis Presley, after giving anal, you pull your penis out and give a woman sideburns resembling Elvis Presley's.
What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
So there's the Tennessee edition of Steely.
I hope half of them happen to you when you go there.
Gee, thanks. I'm getting Tennessee plum.
The old fucking trailer trim Jim is going to give you the Elvis sideburns there.
Oh,
Elvis
Jesus. Presley. Leave it up to Charlie. I don't know if I told you he said this. He stops me this week and he says, you're going to Memphis with Jim, right? So, yep. He's like, you're going to be trying to fall asleep in your bed. He's going to be watching porn in his. Like, you fucker.
That's all he does is watch porn, bro.
That's correct.
Is that it for yours?
That's all.
All right. So what do we got? We got your other favorite song. All right. Over and Under, presented by Gmacs. Number 1. Before. We have done before. Bacon.
Underrated. Love bacon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is there any baking that is overrated?
Any, like a use for bacon? Or
yeah, like, I don't like bacon bits on a salad. I think they're overrated. Yeah, but bacon in general, underrated.
Yeah, like if it's real bacon chopped up for a salad, maybe. But you have to have hard-boiled egg, too.
Yeah.
If it's the bacon bits in a jar, I don't know what the fuck they're made of. Yeah, you can do
they're like too chewy.
They turn pink.
Yeah, it's weird.
Gross, yeah.
It's weird, yeah. All right, number 2, bucket hats.
Wow. I don't have any, but I used to have a Syracuse one that I wore a lot. But underrated.
Underrated.
Yeah, you don't see them enough.
You don't see them enough.
Right.
You think you'd have more bucket hats out there.
I think so, yeah.
They're good for fishing. Keeps the sun off enough of your face and your head,
Or for us now, me with no hair. And
mine thinning.
You got the thinning.
Thanks, asshole.
If we're sitting out in the sun, we may be playing around in golf.
Yeah.
With a bucket hat, that probably wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, kind of like Bill Murray and the
Caddyshack. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, number 3, going commando.
Overrated. Never.
Need some support, man.
Yeah. The only time I go commando is at bedtime.
Yeah, even then I wear boxers.
I mean, that's what I wear, like sleep shorts or regular like knit shorts, but with no tidy whities.
Yeah, going commando's not for me.
No.
How about girls being going commando?
Underrated?
Yeah. I think that's overrated too. Yeah. It's got to be something to wick the moisture away.
I'll tell you something off air, and I'm going to put it out there on air when I think it's funny.
Okay. Number 4, avocados.
Overrated.
Really?
I like them, but it's got to be fresh. Once they start to turn brown, and I hated guacamole for the longest time.
Well, that's why I say underrated, because you ever have fresh guacamole made for you?
Honestly,
it's so good.
What changed it for me was Chipotle. Their guac is good.
So is the one across from Adams when they make it.
God, I know what you're talking about.
That place.
Yeah, that place. Casa Vallarta. Which, you realize there's one in Poughkeepsie, there's one in Kingston, and there's one in Cape Cod.
Yeah, I did not know. I did not know that.
Yeah, there's a Cape Cod branch of Casa Vallarta.
Yeah, there you go, Casa Vallarta. I didn't know it was a chain. Like
no, I don't know if it's a chain per se, if one family owns them all, but yeah, there's a few of them.
Yeah,
good stuff.
And but go ahead.
Overall, unless it's fresh, avocado can be overrated.
I don't know though. I like it on burgers. I like it on subs. I like it guacamole. Yeah.
All right, I'll have to give it a shot on a sub, maybe.
Yeah, do like turkey bacon. Do like turkey bacon, avocado, and mayo.
Okay.
So good.
I'll report back.
All right. And number 5, the slipperiness of a banana peel.
The slipperiness?
Yeah, because they would say you slip on a banana peel, but I don't find them slippery.
I don't ever find them slippery.
Right.
So
overrated, right?
Yes. Right. If anything, you skid.
Right.
You stop. It doesn't slide anywhere. You skid over it and break it apart. And no.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, Everybody says, "Oh, slip on a banana peel."
No, you
That's
won't.
like, no, I don't know that you will. Now, no one else will slip actually on a fucking
right.
banana peel. That'll be our luck.
As the skunk chases me later.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
That was fucking real weird.
Yeah. Yo, we zipped through this one, man.
Yeah,
but rightfully so. It was late. It was a late start. Late getting going.
Yeah. Anything planned for the week?
Baseball games, a few of them.
Yeah.
Weather's breaking. I got a normal week, but then I got the next 2 weeks or next 3 weeks are short weeks.
Yeah, I have a short week this week, and then I'll be playing around a dirt bag on Friday as I pay for car work with alcohol and then drink it with them.
Buy an extra one, and he's putting shocks in the Camaro for me.
There you go. So now it's counting down, man. I'm only, I think, 4 weeks away now from my trip.
When is it?
June 9th.
Oh, dude, you're less than that.
Might even be 3 weeks.
This week's the 21st coming up.
Yeah, we're getting there.
So there's 10.
3 weeks.
You're probably
3 weeks from Friday.
3 weeks from Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be getting exciting. And how are you nervous about your show coming out this week?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to some feedback? Or?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that you stuck with me. The first go was not good. It was too mechanical. But when we did the reboot, and you came in to answer a question here and there, and I loosened up, and I told the story and didn't just read it off paper. I think it went off a lot better, and I look forward to...
Coach George came out.
He did. I look forward to continuing the story and drawing people along with me.
That's where we almost wish we had like a video camera that just ran in here while we were in here.
Yeah.
Just to see like the behind the scenes of what happened between what you tried to do the first time and what actually comes out.
Yeah.
It was so much different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's cool. We got it. We got it done. You were substantially better, bro.
No, that's good. I'm glad you think so.
In this world, it can't be scripted.
Right.
You can ask questions and have some scripted questions and that, but in the most part, in this platform, it's all about being in the now and just speaking.
Yeah, you're right.
And having a back and forth and discussing stuff.
It was I was worried I wasn't going to have enough content that I put it together in a way that just came off so mechanical. But when we went back and went through it, again, it's going to be work in progress, but I think the first episode was a good step in the right direction. Yeah,
and guess what? You're going to have to do another one next weekend.
I sure will. But at least I know how to attack it this time.
Yeah, but next weekend you probably you're going to know how to attack it, and you're going to be leading into getting on a plane.
Right.
And then the 2 weeks after that, your next one will be your trip will be over, and you'll be talking about what. Right.
Yep, absolutely.
Do you have your music and everything picked out? Are you going to always come into that same song?
Promised Land's going to be my opening. Yep, I love that song. I think it's good energy coming in.
Yeah.
And that's why I reviewed that song right away. And, that's going to be, I like it.
I'm going to tell you right now, and he's going to hear this, and what it is. You're either going to have a co-host, or you're going to have a no fucking way by the time you're done with this trip.
Oh, shit.
You got a guy that's anxious to come in and be your co-host.
I can't wait to get him in here, too.
But like I explained to him, it had to happen in the way it's happening, where
right.
It's primarily you to start, because this is your adventure.
Yep.
This is your thing, and how you're going to, his music captivated you, and what it meant for you.
Yep.
And then you're going to bring in friends and family and things of that nature. But ultimately, you know what I mean? It's your show about you, and then it leads on to other things.
Rumor has it tonight. I texted with one John Honocletus.
Oh, really?
Who may be in studio to shoot an episode with us at the end of June.
Really?
Yes.
Well, you remember, we're going to be shooting a lot of episodes because in July,
right.
I'm going to be in another country for about a month.
Right. So he's coming. Parents are coming for, I think, I'm staying for the week, and he's staying through July 4th and going back. He's going to be here for a couple weeks.
I think the plan ultimately, I was talking about this today. The plan's going to be to have a few in the can and have them pre-scheduled to
Right.
come out. But we definitely have to try to get one in while I'm over there.
Absolutely.
Or of some sort.
Right.
Even if we record it through Restream through our phones.
Right.
And then put it out later.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just to have it.
Definitely.
That's the one thing I'm probably going to have to buy the month of
phone
over there, because I'm going to want to utilize it. Like if I'm in Ireland, Jack's Burgers and stuff is nearby, I'm going.
Hell, you got to.
After they did the interview, I'd like to maybe see if I can link up with Concerts That Made Us.
That'd be awesome.
You know what I mean?
That'd be so cool.
And the guy from Podcastagram.
Yes.
If you can get to these things and you can, if I'm over there and I can meet these people,
yep,
it'd be ideal,
Definitely.
So. But yeah, I hope you do a couple live interviews, even for the Blitz and for TCB while you're in Memphis.
Well, I think I'm going to
do a food review for the Blitz.
I already am. We're going to Charlie Virgo's Rendezvous for barbecue. That is a legendary Memphis barbecue spot.
Okay, cool.
So me and Jim already. I showed him the menu. He's amped. It's right on Beale Street.
Nice.
I think we've got this pretty much laid out. Friday when we get in, we're going to check in, go to Beale Street, have dinner down there, see the sights. Saturday is Graceland, and the museum's there all day. Sunday, because the flight doesn't leave until 2 or 2:30, we're going to shoot down to Sun Studios real quick. They open at 10. Try to shoot over where the hotel where MLK was assassinated. That's a site now down there. Oh, it has been a site for a long time. Try to visit that quick and then hop an Uber back to the airport and come home.
Yeah. So it's only 3 days.
3 days.
That's not bad, man.
It's we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get her done. Squeeze it all.
You're in there to do what you're there to do.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm starting to look like the Chanticleers game in September is starting to look like a big possibility.
Cool.
So
cool. We'll talk to the Honda Cletus man when he's here about it.
Yeah.
Because we'll just have to make sure we get the tickets. Get 4 instead of 2.
Well, if that's the case, I want to meet up with Cat's dad too.
Yeah.
Because he's right down there. He went to the bowl game down there and he said it was awesome.
He was at the Pelicans games this week.
Yeah, all week.
I
talked to him.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he goes, one night's taco night, the next night he goes he bought like a pack. Like a game pack,
right.
Like 25 games.
Yeah.
He goes, and I sit behind home plate. He goes, the only thing is they don't have aisle seat. He goes, the last 2 nights I went, they didn't have aisle seat. He goes, I like to be in the aisle.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you do and I do. I like to be on the aisle.
Yep.
I don't want to be crammed in the middle.
Never.
But at the same time, if I don't have to piss every 10 minutes,
yep.
I don't mind being in the middle because then I don't have to keep getting out of the way for everybody's got to go.
Right. There's a guy at Legends, if you've ever heard of Legends before.
Yep.
They're like, they have all the impersonators.
Yeah.
There's Legends in Myrtle. And one of the top Elvis impersonators is going to be there the weekend that I'm there.
Oh, nice.
So I haven't told my parents yet, but that'll probably be like, if I can get them to go either Saturday night or Sunday night, either after the football game or Sunday night for dinner, and go see the show. I want to take them to see that.
That's cool.
So
cool.
Yep.
A lot of things happening, man.
Yes,
Things
sir.
are getting exciting. Having a lot of fun. Anything else you got going on?
No. Got a set of Renegades tickets. Mikey Negron's dad is going to be honored as a vet on the field. June, I think it's Chris's birthday, actually, that weekend. And Mike ended up giving me his 2 tickets because the Renegades gave him 4.
Oh, cool.
And their dad was down the field giving his dad a jersey.
Sweet.
All this other stuff. So I pulled 2 tickets in for that.
Dude, fucking Lords plays their home games there.
That's wild. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, no, that's it, man. It's been a kind of a busy week, but things are moving along.
Yeah, I mean, this is it, man. Week to week. Now we're in the grind.
We are in the grind.
Summer, like 2 weeks away, Memorial Day. Now, then everybody's out, and you're doing.
Yeah. By the time this episode comes out,
it'll be Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Right. And TCB with HW3 will have premiered.
Yes, the night before. So, take a look at it. You can find us on, well, not find us. You can find Highland on all social media platforms.
Yep, I'll be putting posts
Did you get a
out.
Twitter, though?
Didn't get a Twitter.
You probably should.
I should.
I know we're not, I don't know.
Not Twitter savvy.
We're not Twitter savvy. We're not really social media savvy.
Right.
We need like a young person that knows how to.
From Clemson.
Yeah.
Going to our social media.
We sure do.
So.
All right, buddy, bring us home.
All right, for Gmacs, this is Winnie. This has been the Outlaw Blitz podcast. And as always, take it deep.